So here we are, Wednesday, April 8th. Reading video. So as you've probably noticed in the Moodle, this will be the cold read test day. One of them, just one of them. I separated the two tests, the cold read test, into two separate days. Good news, bad news, it is loaded in there. You just need to click on it. Load in there. I just copied. I just did a screen copy of it, so you'll be able to read it right there. You can zoom in on it if you want. Just push the little plus sign. So read the article, read the passage. There's 2 pages of it. Shouldn't be new to you guys. It's not front and back in this case, but it's 2 pages there. You want to read it carefully, and then you have your 10 questions. Again, or still. I don't know how much you guys remember, but when we used to go over these, each one of these questions is directly tied to a standard, Common Core standard. You can translate them to Wyoming standards, but the rest of the world would say, the rest of the United States mostly is going to be saying Common Core standards. So anywho, there's your questions. Same thing we've done for Monday and Tuesday, or however you are proceeding with this, whatever is keeping your life happiest and smoothest and working along, hopefully. Open a Google Doc, put your name on it, put your date on it. I do not remember. And then what I want you to do is I want you to write the title. Please write the title of whatever the name of this passage or article is. I do not remember what it is off the top of my head. I'm in the middle of a video, so I can't look back. I think it has to do like a picture of I don't know. Please write the title down. And then again, you'll need to number this page 1 through 10. And what you're going to want to do is the same thing you've been doing. Read question number 1, go over the answers. Whatever bubble you would fill in, you need to write or type, I guess, that letter. Yeah, that takes care of our handwriting issue from the last video. Yeah, you just have to type it in there. So type whatever letter you want next to number 1. And do the same thing all the way through number 10. Just like in class, take your time, read carefully. It's different, again, because I don't know how much time you want to take on this, but it will be graded. Same thing, you're going to finish it, check it, and when you're happy with what you have, you will simply email it to me again, and I'll grade it, and eventually I'll run over and get it printed off and not back to, obviously. I think that's obvious anyway. And at some other point in time in the future, you'll have the test all kind of compiled, and so we'll still be covering the standards that we need to be covering. It just looks a little bit different. Again, with the vocabularies, open book. This case, the story's right there, and you can look back in the stories. In fact, it's encouraged to look back into the story. The passage is a little bit trickier. You're not gonna be able to, I know some of you guys like to highlight, which is a great strategy. I don't know if you can highlight on there or not. Read carefully, check your answers. You can probably guess what you're doing tomorrow, but this is the first passage from Unit 5, Week 5. So that is that. Again, I will be sitting by my computer for questions and so forth. So that is that. Hope the week's treating you well.